Being followed closely by Universal Man over on the inside and going very fast towards the rails is the great Quick Key, and he was being followed then by Orange Sunset, and Vice View is working his way to the picture, next followed by Bridal Glen, and Rymist is in behind them, followed by French Comedy up towards the home turn. 500 metres left to go, and Naring Lodge Lady the leader, led about a length and a half. Your Health is second on the outside of Quick Key. A length further back is Vice View as they make the home turn. Deeper on the track, Universal Man, and then a long gap, Patringa, followed by Bridal Glen, and well back is Show Power. They come down with about 300 to go. Naring Lodge Lady has skipped away, a length and a half clear. Vice View is running on strongly down the outside, could be the danger, and they're well clear then of Quick Key, followed by French Comedy and Universal Man. Naring Lodge Lady is the leader. Vice View is finishing on well. Vice View on the outside is looming up very quickly. Vice View put its head in front. Vice View for the money. Vice View has got up to score by a half length to Naring Lodge Lady. 4 lengths away third, French Comedy. Then Quick Key, and they were followed by Rymist and Your Health, and behind them Rugged Diamond. Then Take the Offer, Universal Man, followed next home by well back there Boom and Bust, and a good long gap behind them. At the head of the others to Tower Bow, followed by Patringa, and then came Show Power, and last to finish in the event is Bridal Glen. And after that long wait for the first, the winner of the race got away reasonably well, and over on the outside, one of the first to jump was Our Kiri in advance of Jailbreaker, and away also well was Buoyant Bowen, going up towards the lead very quickly then is BISCADAH Flyer, and they were followed by Real Swanky, and just in behind them is Paola Choice showing early pace, and back along the inside Welcome Bar with Poetic Red. Rich Realm just in behind the leaders, a bit further back then Sacred Voyage, followed by Carnissa, Lamaro Lover, and a good long way back in the field of Sarcher's Tinker. Well back behind them then came Mesquite Trail, and they were followed next to last then by Stylish Clipper, and last of all, and dropping out there is Jailbreak. On the home turn they travel, and Welcome Bow is one of the leaders here, being tackled again by BISCADAH Fly, getting a run on the inside, Poetic Bower, and Carnissa running on well down the centre. Deeper on the track under pressure now is Rich Realm. As they get towards the 200, it's Carnissa ranging up on the outside to take the lead here from BISCADAH Flyer. Finishing very fast is Rich Realm, but Carnissa is the leader from BISCADAH Flyer over on the inside, and then Rich Realm, but Carnissa too good, and Carnissa won it nicely. Carnissa by a length in advance of BISCADAH Flyer, tight for third Poetic Red or Rich Realm. Behind them is Welcome Bow, and then came Canada out, followed by Stylish Clipper and Lamaro Lover. In behind them, Sacred Voyage, followed by, at the head of the others then, Stylish Clipper, and they were followed by Sarcher's Tinker and Jailbreak. Real Swanky well back there, and towards the tail of the field is Ski Trail, back in company with Buoyant Bow and Our Kiri, one of the last home, and well back behind them, Paola Choice.
One of it. Set to go now. Started coming around to flick the red light on, and right on starting time for the first event. Ready to go now. Should be it. Stalls opened, off and running. Shayru bounced out in front. Well away, Roo along, getting along the inside. Snug, Bethia, Allen, Classy, Euro Style County. And then came...
Okay, we're staying with Cessnock. They have jumped finally at Ballarat, so we'll stay with Cessnock.
Roo along on the outside. They darted away, 4 lengths to Classic, Euro Style County on the outside. And then came Snug, giving them a fair start. Further back to Trikurum, and at the tail of the field, Bethia, Allen, as they come towards the 300. And Shayru, the leader, a half length in front of Roo along, tapped along a little bit. 4 lengths away to Style County, Classic Uro, and then came Snug, and further back to Trikurum past the 200, and Shayru being tackled by Roo along on the outside. It's Roo along and Shayru kicking back on the inside. Shayru, Roo along, they going to go to the line, locked together and right on the line. Give it to Shayru, a half head from Roo along, 4 lengths.
Okay, leave it. Here's the closing stages, Ballarat.
Tackled now by Bletch on the outside, and Mars getting a run in the centre. Gathernow is the leader with about 100 metres left to go. Mar coming after it quickly, but Gathernow is battling on well. Gathernow just in front. They hit the line. Gathernows just lasted to beat Mar. Third home is Bletch, followed by Magenta Alert and Tibberburra. And behind them came Sly Zam, and they were followed by Bill's Bolter, Miss True, followed by Grosvenor Court, and then Disaster. And a good long gap to Emanita, followed well back there by High Ideas. And he was followed home by Farassi, who's second last, and last of all is Sequel Star.
13-7-17, race 3, Ballarat. Back with John in a moment. That's a bloody disgrace, if I may say so. I'm terribly sorry about that, but nothing we could do about where they jumped at the same time. Let's take you back to John.
Ready and racing, and New York began well on the outside with Man of Ascot and Flight Pearl. Bay Power showing speeder, and going forward just in behind them is Docksider, followed closely over on the inside there by BISCADAH, going up towards the lead with Mr. Steeder, and they were followed by Delightful Aria in the leading group. A bit further back, Toby's Ally, a length and a half back behind them is Shoot 'em High, and they were followed by Takiri, who's got well back at that point with Chiragro, and proceeds a long way back, and last of all is Grosvenor Heath. Up towards the home turn they race with about 500 metres left to go, and Mr. Steed on the inside and Flight Pearl together by a length and a half in advance of Man of Ascot and New York behind them. In behind them looking for a run, then came at the head of the others BISCADAH as they straighten up with about 300 metres left to go, where Flight Pearl has taken the leader. BISCADAH finishing on very strongly in the centre now is the danger, and New York over on the outside joining in, followed by Mr. Steeder. It's BISCADAH taking the lead. New York is trying to get to it down the outside, but BISCADAH's in front with 100 metres to go. BISCADAH will be too strong. New York is battling on the outside. BISCADAH just wins it though. About a long neck to New York, 5 lengths away, third Flight Pearl. Then Mr. Steed, followed by Pasita, made up a ton of ground, and back behind them was Toby's Ally, followed by Grosvenor Heath, and well back in the field then to Docksider, Bay Power, Man of Ascot, followed by Takiri, and then Shoot 'em High, followed by Cuna. Delightful Aria well back there in company with Innovator, and one of the last home is Chiragro. Winner of the race, number 2, BISCADAH.
Very, very dry conditions right up, right through over the whole area, and oh gee, they need some rain. Now the only one out is Rio Rudo. Now Rio Rudo comes up into line. 1100 metres the journey of the Cotton Bell Maiden Handicap, and Rio Rudo's in there. Now the light is on. Starter ready to send them away. In the second event, starter has the button, set to jump. Stalls opened, off and running. Earth came out 2 lengths behind them, and Bondu's one of the smartest out. Primavera going to the lead. Mayquay and Canvale getting over nicely. They were followed in between them by Star Division, and around the outside Rio Rudo with Orionis. A length or so back to Miss Wong Number. They were followed over on the outside by Southern Fancy, Shaky Halo, Brandy Lad. Earth was second last, and LaLauren's at the tail of the field. They gallop down towards the 700. Mayquay by a neck now. In second place on the inside, Primavera. Canvale around the outside. Rio Rudo's off the track. Bondu's is between runners. 2 lengths to Southern Fancy, Shaky Halo, and then came Brandy Lad. A long way back in the fair there was Earth, and then came La Lauren, and at the tail of the field Miss Wong Number travelling up towards the turn, 300 to go, and Mayquay on the turn led from Canvale. In third place there was Bondu's. Orionis off the track. Behind them Rio Rudo and Shaky Halo getting a good run right up along the inside. 150 to go. Mayquay being tackled by Shaky Halo. Bondu's down the outside, and Canvale, but Shaky Halo and Bondu's coming away to fight it out. Shaky Halo got to the lead, and Shaky Halo a length to Bondu's, Mayquay, and then Earth Canvale, followed up by Southern Fancy, Orionis, Rio Rudo, Primavera, La Lauren, and then came Brandy Lad, Southern Star Division, and at the tail of the field Miss Wong Number. Good win to Shaky Halo.
King Ranker number 1 is quoted, and we'll have that market for you. Here it is, and it is 9-4 now, King Rankin. 5-1 for Forceful Poplar. Number 6 is 3, that's correct. And of the others, go down to number 9, number 10, 7-2. Number 10 is at 7-2. Okay, let's return now to Ray Conroy, and here he is at Richmond.
The smartest out, crossing out wide, another toppy looking for the lead and getting it to King Rankin second, Wakey third, Forceful Poplar on the inside of Julie Bid, and they're followed then by Miss Laura. Junior Trickers over on the inside now, Black Cold, and back at the tail of the field Strange Rover around the turn, 1300 to go, and the leader another toppy races down the straight, and the red and blue diagonal stripes moving up. Wakey tucked away King Rankin, Forceful Poplar, the pace not suiting him, and Johnny Bainan and the yellow with the black horseshoes moving up to the leaders now. Then Julie Bid, Miss Laura on the outside, and they're followed by Black Gold, Junior Trickers over on the rail, and Strange Rover last. They swing the bottom turn now, about 1100 to go, and carting them along in front as they swing down the back as another toppy, and it shows the way. Moving to second, Forceful Poplar. King Rankin's got the run of the race in behind the leaders. They're followed 2 lengths away by Wakey, 3 lengths to Julia Bid, a half a length to Miss Laura, a length to Junior Junior Trick. 3 parts of a length away, Black Colt, and 2 lengths last Strange Rover. They pass the 800 now and go to the 600, and the leader showing away another toppy. 3 parts of a length to Forceful Poplar. King Rankin in the blue shadow roll, a length away, poking up along the rail. A fair way back, Wakey there, followed then by Julia Bid, and then coming Miss Laura covering Junior's Trick. Black Colt is second last and Strange Rover last. They pass the 600, go to the 4 now, and Brett Goss working on this leader as they come up down. He shows away another toppy. He's about a half length in front of Forceful Poplar. King Rankin going to the outside, stretching out now, is coming home well. Julia Bid a fair way back now, and they're followed by Miss Laura in the centre. Junior Trick can't get off the rail, and then Strange Rover out wide up towards the turn, and the leader another toppy on the outside. King Rankin boxing on well. Julia Bid is rattling home, but around the turn heading for home, and the whips are out, and the leader is another toppy. Just led now, King Rankin and Julia Bid coming with a big run, and Junior Trick getting a rails run halfway down the straight. Another toppy in front, Junior Trick flashing along the rail, but another toppy beat Junior Trick. Third in the event was King Rankin. They're followed then on the outside by Strange Rover rather, and over on the inside Miss Laura, then coming the Black Colt, Julia Bid, Forceful Poplar, and just behind it Wakey.
Okay, placings there, 6, 7 and 1.
Beyond the advertised time of starting for this. After all those early delays, now here is Home Villa coming up, so we'll soon be set to go. Walk the Sea stands in well. Race over 2,200 metres. Outside runner is Dizzy Major. Well, they're ready to go. Atford stands in well. All set for a start. Orbiter Quest makes a good line. Contest standing in well. All ready to run. They're off this time. Even break out of the stalls too, and Home Villa one of the first to jump out with Noble Arms, and Atford began well with Mandela, and showing speed in behind them Flair Princess, followed by Joy of Blue and Walk the Sea a bit further back, followed by Contest and Lord Lunchelot the Grey is down the centre. And wider on the track then came Bullbank, and they were followed by Lord of Oakbank, and a bit further back then over on the outside to Plus Shot as they race out of the straight, followed by Dandridge, and Stellarino's got a long way back, followed by Dizzy Major, and Walk the Sea tailing out to the rear. Going out of the straight now, and they travel along towards the 1650 metre point, and Noble Arms has gone to the front by a length to Mantle, 2.5 lengths away, and a strung out field was Atford, 4 lengths to Home Villa, a length and a half Joy of Blue on the inside of Flair Princess, 2 lengths to Lord Lunchelot, followed by Contest racing centre fielder. He's over on the outside there of Lord of Oakbank, a bit further back to Bullmac, followed by Orbiter Quest, a length to Dandridge on the outside of Stellarino, and then came Plus Shot around the outside there of Dizzy Major, and tailing out a bad last is Walk the Sea. To the back they race, and they come up to the 1,200 metre mark, and Noble Arms the pilot, led by a length to Mantle, who's second. Getting closer on the inside was Atford in company with Lord Lunchelot, followed closely there by Orbiter Quest. Around the outside then making up some ground at that point there also was going forward Bold Mac, and just in behind them Joy of Blue, and a bit further away then Flair Princess, followed by Contest, who's lost ground. He's back along the inside, a length further back in the field then over on the inside to Lord of Oakbank as they come up towards the 800 metre mark. We're a good tussle for the lead here, and Noble Arms is the leader by a length to, in second place Mantle, 1 length to Lord Lunchelot, all but a Quest, and then came at the head of the others Atford, and they were followed then by Home Villa, starting to gain ground, and a bit further back in the field then over on the inside to Joy of Blue, and right around the outside then is Contest as they come up towards the home turn, and Stellarino's made a very fast runner, and back behind them Dizzy Major. Many chances on the home turn. Noble Arms is tackled now by Mandela, and Atford is putting himself in the picture, and Joy of Blue is just in behind them. Down the outside Orbiter Quest, followed by Home Villa and Stellarino from a long way back as they come down to the 100, where the leader is Atford, and Atford's kicked away by over a length to Joy of Blue, followed by Mantle, and then Lord of Oakbank from a long way back, and then Home Villa, but it's Atford going for the line. Atford will be too good, and Atford comes away to score by 2 lengths to Joy of Blue. Mantle is third, then Lord of Oakbank, there followed by Stellarino, and then came Bold Mac, followed by Home Villa, Orbiter Quest and Noble Arms. Next home is Contact, followed by Lord Lunchelot and Dizzy Major, and well back to Plus Shot, followed by Flair Princess. Second last Walk the Sea, and last home is Dandridge. Official plate.
They're set to go now. Started coming around to send them away. There's the light. Set to jump. Stalls opened, off and running. Bulldog Star last away, and winning the start over on the inside there was Concord Lass. Bronze John left okay, and going between them there was Bulldog Star. Bay of Stars is wide, a length to Creta Soul. Springtime Affair at a half length away to Kingsford Heights. They gallop down towards the 800 metre mark, and Concord Lass from Bronze John. Bulldog Star making a line of 3 in the centre. A half length on the outside to Bay of Stars. 2 lengths to Kingsford Heights, posted 3 deep. Springtime Affair in the centre, and a neck away to Creta Soul. 600 to go exactly. Concord Lass led the way, a neck to Bulldog Star, a half length, and 3 deep. Bronze John having no lug. Then Kingsford Heights, Springtime Affair. Second last there, Creta Soul, and Bay of Stars is at the tail as they travel up towards the turn. 250 to go. Concord Lass joined on the outside by Bulldog Star, who takes the lead around the turn. Third, Bronze John, Kingsford Heights, and then came further back then to over on the outside there was Bay of Stars, but halfway down the running, and Bulldog Stars in full flight, put 2 lengths on them. Bronze John in second place, and boxing on there was Concord Lass, but Bulldog Star too good, and Bulldog Star beat Bronze John. Kingsford Heights has run third, and then coming back behind those runners by Springtime Affair, Concord Lass. Well back was Bay of Stars, and near the tail enders there was Creta Soul. We've done a few.
40. They'll soon be mobilised and sent on their journey. They're just about ready to go. Lady Medina's pacing well behind the mobile. Here they go. Racing, and Arizona Sky hit jumped away all right. It's a great race for the lead. Lady Medina, Arizona Sky trying to get to the lead. Jane Leslie out wide, and they're followed then by Frosty Hondo. Graham's Advice getting a rails run along the inside of Moakito, and they're followed then by Vision Star, and second last Bada Bambumo. Around the turn, 1300 to go, and Johnny Heath takes Lady Medina in the yellow with the blue braces to the front. Arizona Sky easing in behind the leader, passing the post, 1 lap to go. A length away, Jane Leslie, ahead to Queen of the Realm on the rail. A length to Stony Burke, 3 parts of a length to Graham's Advice on the rail. On the outside of them now is Frosty Hondo travelling along, and then Bada Bambino third last, Vision Star is second last, and Moakito last. They swing the bottom turn now, and they've got 1100 to go, and Lady Medina carts them along. Jane Leslie in the pink is moving to second out wide. Arizona Sky tucked away in the rail. Stony Burke got the box seat, 1 out, 1 back. Over on the inside, Queen of the Realm, followed then by Frosty Hondo, and then coming Graham's Advice, Bada Bambino, Vision Star, and getting a move on now is Moakito. They pass the half mile and go to the 600 now, and Lady Medina shows the way. Heath looking across these. Jane Leslie travelling second. Arizona Sky's boxed up on the inside now as they swing the turn, and they're followed then by Stony Burke with a run of the race. Over on the inside, Queen of Realm, Frosty Hondo, and they're followed then by Graham's Advice, Bada Bambino, Vision Star second last, and Moakito last. They pass the 600, race to the side with 400 to go, and Lady Medina leading Jane Leslie, who moved to second now. Stony Burke in the box seat, 1 out, 1 back. On the fence, can't get a crack at the leaders now is Arizona Sky, and they're followed then by Queen of the Realm on the rail. Lady Medina the leader. Here's Stony Burke putting in its run. Jane Leslie, Arizona Sky is going with them just behind them, and then came Frosty Hondo, the next one on the inside, Queen of the Realm, and then Graham's Advice. Around the turn, the whips are out. Lady Medina and Jane Leslie are fighting it out. Jane Leslie and Lady Medina turn the corner. They're followed by Stony Burke. Arizona Sky is flashing home. Jane Leslie in front. Jane Leslie beat Lady Medina. Third placing to Arizona Sky might have been unlucky. Stony Burke, Graham's Advice, Frosty Hondo, and Bada Bambino. They're followed by Queen of the Realm, Vision Star, and Moakito back with it. Please stand by. Little doubt about the winner, though. Jane Leslie.
She's the only one out. Well, he is ready to go. Stand by for a start. About to go. Galatina on the inside. Soon be ready. There's the light. They're off and running to a perfect dispatch too. Although shortly after the start, dropping out to last touch of Tolhurst and slow out a bit towards the outside there was Blushing Cheeks. One of the first to begin may been with Oak Red Prominent, and Belinska got away well, and over on the inside Galatina is showing speed, and they followed then by Queen's Challenger. Over on the outside, going around them, Papal Magic. A bit further back then, Bent on Winning, followed by Chess and Loyal Sweet behind them. A length back along the inside is Tainui Prince. On the inside of the favourite Blarney Castle. 2 lengths further back, General's Jeweller, and they're followed closely by Marsoldi. A long gap to Blushing Cheeks is well back in the field, followed by Touch of Tolhurst is second last, and Tamaray has dropped out to last. 700 metres left to go, and Mayben being tackled for the lead by Ograd up on the outside, and just in behind them Loyal Sweeter, and they were followed by Queen's Challenge and Papal Magic further out on the track, getting a nice run along the fence. Galatina, then Bellaniska back behind them, followed by Chess, a length to Blarney Castle making up ground. At the head of the others then further back in the field is Tainui Prince as they come around the home turn where Mayben is being tackled by Ograd, and just in behind them over on the outside then as they straighten was Queen's Challenge, followed by Chess, and down the outside then at the head of the others Touch of Tolhurst and Blarney Castle, and Loyal Sweet has dropped out of it, and Galatina's getting a run in the centre. Ograd has taken the lead. Here's Blarney Castle finishing on stoutly down the outside, going with a Touch of Tolhurst. Blarney Castle tackled by Touch of Tolhurst the outside. Touch of Tolhurst going a shade the better. Touch of Tolhurst took the lead. Touch of Tolhurst. Touch of Tolhurst has won from Blarney Castle. I think General's Jules run third, just in advance there of the Galatina, and they were followed by Bent on winning from Ograd, and back behind them Bellaniska, followed by Tainui Prince and Mayben, then Tamaray, followed by Blushing Cheeks, a long gap Marsoldi and Chess, followed by a Loyal Sweet who got well back in the field towards the tail there in company with Queen's Challenge, and well out of the race is Papal Magic. Stand by for placings. That was the one that dropped out to the rear when the starter said go, after they appeared to come on a pretty good line. You may have noticed it dropped out the back and was conspicuous 2 lengths behind the second last horse.
On the road, unusual for Phyllis not to be at a meeting, but she's incapacitated. She had a little bit of a fall last night and she broke a bone in the ankle. And Phil, from all of us, hope you're up, and I know you're doing it a little bit hard, but you are listening in to the call here today. Well, good on you, Phil. Set to go now. Ready to go on the 4th event, light on. They steady down. Sherwood Avalanche stands well now. Stalls open. Lady Barrington came out a little bit awkwardly. In fact, it's 3 lengths last on settling down, and Lafar went to the lead. In second place, Twig of Gold. They were followed by Plaza Jewel going around the outside of Red Spirit. 3 lengths away to Sound Warning, Sherwood Avalanche, and about 3 lengths away to Lady Barrington, who's at the tail of the field. In the back straight, 1200 to go, and Lafar and a Leslie run a fair lead from Plaza level. In third place, Twig of Gold with a nice run on the inside of Red Spirit, Sherwood Avalanche. In second last place, Sound Warning as they pass the 1,000, and Lady Barrington at the tail galloping to the 900, and the leader Lafar a half in front. Plaza level pulling hard on the outside. Twig of Gold third on the inside of Red Spirit, and then came Sherwood Avalanche with 800 to travel. Sound Warning was second last, and Lady Barrington at the tail, 700 to go, and Lafar the leader. Second, Plaza level, Twig of Gold third, and then Red Spirit, Sherwood Avalanche followed by Sound Warning, and a length away to Lady Barrington as they gallop down towards the 550. Lafar just the leader. In second place, Plaza level, Twig of Gold's the one that's had a nice run third. 3 lengths to Sherwood Avalanche. Sound Warning being scrubbed hard. Lady Barrington going to the outside, and Sherwood Avalanche is at the tail of the field around the turn, and Twig of Gold going after Lafar. Over on the outside is Sound Warning, followed by Lady Barrington to the extreme outside, and then further back in the field came Red Spirit. It's Twig of Gold tackled by Sound Warning. Lady Barrington down the outside, but Sound Warning's drawn to the lead. Sound Warning's going to be a little bit too good for Twig of Gold and has beaten it by a length. Sound Warning a length to Twig of Gold. In third place, Lady Barrington, Red Spirit, Sherwood Avalanche, Lafar, and last in was Plaza Jewel. Too good for them.
Here they go in the 3rd heat. They're racing in a fairly good start. American Pride got away well on the fence. Skipper's Chance bounced out now, and going with it in the centre is Hitman. They travel towards the turn now, and slipping through to get to the front now is David Royal on Jody's fella. He led by a length and a half around the turn. They're followed then by Hitman, then American Pride. The next one well back is Smart Remark, a fair way back as they turn the corner, and then coming on the outside, Twins Luck moving up. Rosewood Promise on the rail. They're followed by Manaclair, second last in the event now is Surreal, and back at the tail is Karela Bell, and back there Skipper's Chance. They travel down to the bottom turn. The leader Jody's Royal, led by about 3 parts of a length to Twins Luck on the outside. They're followed by Hitman tucked away. Normie Divert's got American Pride in the box seat, 1 out, 1 back. On the fence, Rosewood Promise, and they're followed closely by the Smart Remark in the red and blue diagonal stripes. Over on the fence, Surreal, Manaclair in the centre. Skipper's Chance going right around them up towards the lead, and back at the tail of the field Karela Bell. They pass the 1,000 and go to the 800 now, and the leader, Jody Royal, led by about 3 parts of a length now. Moving up on the outside is Twins Luck, and they're followed over on the fence then by Hitman. Skipper's Chances out 3 wide, and just behind them now is American Pride, pushed back a little there on the fence, Rosewood Promise, and then coming the Smart Remark, who's on the outside. Over on the fence is Surreal as they swing the back turn now, and back at the tail of the field now is Karela Bell and Manaclear. They sweep up towards the 400 now, and Jody's Royal is just the leader. It led Hitman. American Pride on the rail is coming home well out wide now. Up the back stretch they go, and the leader is Jody Royal. Hitman back on the fence, Surreal is rattling home, and then coming American Pride, and right off the track now with a big run there is not Smart Remark. It is up towards the turn, and the leader on the inside, Jody's Royal. Smart Remark is out wide, American Pride in the centre, and they're followed then by Hitman. The next one now was Twins Luck, but around the turn, and here's a great finish now. Jody Royal boxing on well, David Royal wielding the Persuader, flashing home the Smart Remark down the outside, but a good drive, and Jody's Royal won by a length now from the Smart Remark. American Pride third, and then Twins Luck, Hitman. They're followed by Surreal, Manaclear, and then came Karela Bell, Rosewood Promise, and Skipper's Chance, the last to finish in the event. Please stand by. By gee, what a great finish. David Royal, a top driver. He was a former great jockey. He won a Sydney Cup on Zingalee. He was a good jockey. He got a bit heavy, but he won a Sydney Cup on Zingalee. But he's a brilliant horseman, and I'd say one of the top I've seen in the business. If he puts the bank on and says go, by gee, they go close. There it is, young David Royal. Okay, now
Good performance by Touch of Tolhurst to beat the favourite Blarney Castle in the previous race on the card after missing the start. Now line just about ready. They're off now. And over on the inside, Courier Bell, one of the first out, was quickly headed by the favourite Red Blush, who went straight to the front. And Laundred is prominent, so is Zirconia in behind them going forward, followed by Our Frolic on the outside and Gelato Princess. Serenada going around the outside of Rain Empress next, a length further back to Northern Shine. 2 lengths to Miss Nora Lee on the inside of All Cash, and Bayside Princess has dropped out to last. Down the side of the 1100, and Red Blush by a length to Our Frolic. A length away in third place is Laundred, closely attended by Serenada, 1 deeper. Then Gelato Princess on the outside of Zirconia, close in behind them Rain Empress back on the fence, then Northern Shine, Courier Bella, Miss Nora Lee, followed by All Cash second last, and Bayside Princess is last of all, up to the 800, and Red Blush under a tight rein, doing it well by a length to Our Frolic, half a length back along the inside to Laundrette, followed by Serenada, who's starting to run on. At the head of the others then over on the inside came Zirconia, there followed next then around the outside by Rain Empress and Gelato Princess, and pulled to the outside was All Cash, Miss Nora Lee. Courier Bella's got Shuffle back second last, and last of all Bayside Princess round the turner with about 450 metres left to go, and Red Blush will lead them into the straighter. About to be tackled by Our Frolic, who's coming at it down the outside, but Red Blush made the turn well, and she skipped away about 2.5 lengths to Our Frolic. Serenada, Bayside Princess coming from last is running home pretty well, and then Miss Roralie as they get past the 200. Red Blush with a nice break on them. Northern Shine finishing on in the centre. Bayside Princess down the outside, but Red Blush is much too good, and she'll bolt in. Red Blush, hands and heels, won it well. Red Blush by 3 lengths to Northern Shine. Third home is Bayside Princess from Laundrette, and then came Miss Nora Lee, followed by Serenada. Next to finish is Zirconia, and they were followed next home then by well back there towards the tail of the field would be All Cash in company with Gelato Princess. Courier Bell's a long way back, and so is Rain Empress in company with Our Frolic. That's bolted in. Very easy.
This race is brought to you by Fair Star the Fun Ships Melbourne Cup Cruise.
Now, most of these runners have gone up. Rustonian, Carved from Kings, Gilder Knight, St. Larry, Starlight Prince, Class Clown. Valini's in there.
McDermott in just one moment, and we'll have another look at that.
Back of the tail with it now is a pullover. They're getting around to a start. They'll soon be on their journey in this. Shouldn't be long. Silky blue chip and the club colours on the fence. They're racing, and Silky Blue Chip was one of the smartest out. Candy Shell got away well, and going with them in the centre is Diamond Dale to make a line of 3, and they're followed just behind them now by Swift Alwyn as they travel up to the turn, and then coming B52 over on the fence is Pullover, and then Nero's Fiddle, Gundry, KO, Adam Thor, and back at the tail now Bossy Joe, down to the judge, 12.50 to go, and shooting along the fence with a Saloon Passage, Silky Blue Chip has gone to the lead to lead Diamond Dale, Candy Shell on the rail, and they're followed closely by Swift Alwyn, and then coming on the outside B52 over on the inside is Pullover. Nero's Fiddle is third last, second last is Bossy Joe, and back at the tail Gundry KO. They swing the bottom turn now, and they've got 1,000 to go going down the back, and the leader is Silky Blue Chip pacing well, and led by a length and a half to Diamond Dale, ahead away to Candy Shell, away to Swift Alwyn, moving to fourth out wide, a length and a half to B52, a neck to Pullover on the rail, 3 parts of a length to Nero's Fiddle, Bossy Joe getting a rails on the inside of Nero's Fiddle, and then coming Gundry KO, and catching the caps now as Adam Thor. They pass the half mile and go to the 600, and Silky Blue Chip is giving back as a great sight. He led Diamond Dale, Candy Shell on the rail, and then Swift Alwyn. The next one over on the inside now is Pullover, and they're followed closely then on the fence there by Bossy Joe, and the next one now on the outside of Bossy Joe was Pullover, and they're followed a fair way back by Gundry KO, Adam Thor. They have to be a human horse to win from there. They go past the 400.